Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I have a quick update to share with you about David DePape. Now, you guys are probably going to all remember him. He is the man who broke into the home of then Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi. He bludgeoned her 82-year-old husband, Paul, with a hammer. So DePape was charged with federal crimes and also with state crimes in California. His federal case, as I've reported back to you, that resulted in a 30-year prison sentence. And then earlier this year, he went on trial for the state charges. Well, the jury recently heard a 52-minute recording of DePape, which I've mentioned before. It was made immediately after the attack. And in that recording, you hear David DePape confessing to his crimes. And he said that Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats stole the election from Donald Trump. So he bought into that BS. So he said, quote, "I was going to hold her hostage and get her to tell the truth. If she didn't tell the truth, I'd break her kneecaps." The jury also heard from the neurosurgeon who had to repair Paul Pelosi's skull fracture. They saw a CAT scan. They showed the CT scan to the jurors, and it showed that he had a dent in his skull about the size of a silver dollar. And then the prosecutor shared that DePape was searching the internet for violent 1920s murder scenes and also the term Nancy Pelosi pig blood. So he did that apparently prior to the attack. Don't know why. And then when all was said and done, in June of this year, the jury found DePape guilty on numerous counts. Again, this is in the state case. He was convicted of first-degree burglary, false imprisonment of an elder, threatening a family member of a public official, dissuading a witness to the charges, and aggravated kidnapping. He had also been charged with additional state crimes, but the judge in this case, which was Harry Dorfman, he agreed to dismiss those other charges because of the double jeopardy laws. So because DePape had already been tried on the same charges in the federal case, the judge dismissed the state charges of attempted murder, elder abuse, and assault with a deadly weapon. On Tuesday, a couple weeks ago, DePape was sentenced, and before the judge handed down his verdict, DePape spoke. He read from a piece of paper. It was everything you would expect it to be. DePape told the court, quote, "I'm a psychic. The more I meditate, the more psychic I get." I mean, for a psychic, I guess he didn't know. I mean, how would he have not seen that his plan wasn't going to work and that he'd end up in prison? Anyway, DePape also rambled about September 11th, how it was an inside job, according to him. He said his ex-wife had been replaced by a body double, and DePape claimed that his public defender attorneys, they're conspiring against him. Despite those very compelling arguments, though, Judge Dorfman sentenced DePape to life in prison without the possibility of parole. And DePape's attorney tried to argue for a new trial. He implored the judge to consider DePape's mental health, but the judge said no. He denied the request, and he said, quote, "It's my intention that Mr. DePape will never get out of prison. He can never be paroled." So there you go. Another man's future, another man's freedom gone because of the alt-right extremists and Donald Jerkoff Trump. Because of QAnon, because of all the lies on the extremist right, this man, obviously had some issues to begin with, but funny how all of these people with untreated mental illness seem to be so attracted to Donald Trump and the rights movement, doesn't it? Like, MAGA just really attracts them, as I've said before, like flies to shit. So anyway, he is off the streets. He will be off the streets for good, permanently. So that is one good thing. Anyway, I will let you know when I hear more or if I hear more. I doubt that I'll hear more about him, but you never know. All right. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.